you see as the future of the Democratic Party? One right now that is walking away from Kamala Harris, walking away from Joe Biden, in some ways walking toward even Donald Trump.
I mean, honestly, I think right now it's not exactly clear what the future of the Democratic Party is going to be. I think they have three different paths, though, and they can either follow the path that they've been going down, which is, the Obama and the Clinton operatives leading the party, or they can go with the squad progressive brand of the party that has pushed many sane Democrats like myself out. Or they can chart a brand new path, which might look a little bit more like populism, like what we're seeing a Donald Trump campaign look like. So I think at this point, it's kind of unclear. But I think those are the three different paths that lay ahead for them.
That's fascinating. Let's do this together. Let's walk through those three paths really quickly. So first of all, the old coalition, the Obama, Pelosi, power broker coalition of the Democratic Party. I don't think any of us have the foresight or ability to say the nail has been driven into the coffin for those power brokers. Perhaps more so for Obama. Pelosi's in her 80s, but still powerful. Do you think that direction of the Democratic Party won't have a stranglehold on the future?
I think it's going to be difficult to get them out unless we lose again in 2028. I think if we lose again in 2028, they'll have no choice but to be ejected from the party. But otherwise, I think over the next 4 years, they're probably going to continue to have their stranglehold.
Okay, then the second group, the squad. We've seen members of the squad already losing their seats, Cori Bush, Jamal Bowman. We've seen the squad reduce in its size. Now, there was still going to be a story to tell about AOC, but it doesn't seem to me like the squad is on the path to defining the future for Democrats.
I think the problem with the squad is that they had no spine. They could have forced the vote. Instead, they went in this hyper woke direction. They lost all of the populist values and messaging that Bernie Sanders had in 2016. And, now they've become a huge liability for the Democratic brand.
Right.
So I also don't see them as the future either.
All right. Then lastly, I can hear you rooting for this third category, this populist. In the vein of Donald Trump, perhaps, there's only one name that's ever really represented the left on that populist side, but he's very old as well, and that's Bernie Sanders. So I don't know who will emerge that could inspire someone like you, Evan.
Perhaps maybe Dan Osborne. I don't know if you followed his race in Nebraska, although he's not an elected official. We need a lot more people like him. Or somebody like John Fetterman even could emerge as the future face of the populist movement on the left.
All right, the president in a hoodie. We already have the senator in the hoodie, maybe your presidential candidate in the hoodie. He is certainly a man who will surprise. Great conversation. Thank you so much, Evan.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.